Is not
Hamdi, his
ready.
mic is on. Hamdi, his mic is on, but his cam is off. Hamdi.
I think he has some issues, yeah, with his.
Are you hearing me? Hello?
Yeah, it's okay now. Hello, Hamdi?
Hello, are you hearing me?
Yeah, Hamdi.
Is that okay?
Okay.
Can I share my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, thank you.
So,
Tells me that the host is disabling participant screen sharing.
You can help Hamdi for sharing his screen.
EVA team, please give Hamdi the access to share his screen.
Right.
It's okay?
No.
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
So you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it full screen if you want.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So, hi everyone. I'm Hamdi Hadid, and I'm a telecommunication engineering student at NIZO. I'm glad here with you today to present you our solution, and I would just like to thank for this opportunity. Now, let's start. Now, what's the problem here? Now, due to the coronavirus disease, many problems appear, such as quarantine issue. People infected by COVID-19 or suspected to be must stay home for at least 2 weeks. Now, lest they infect others in their surrounding, for sure. However, it's impossible to be completely sure that those quarantines are really respecting the confinement. Now, since there is not an effective vaccine for this virus, self-isolation or quarantine is the only choice and the most effective way to reduce COVID-19 spread. That's why we developed a solution that can effectively assure this choice, which we call an telebracelet. So what is it? A telebracelet is a GPS-connected bracelet that would be connected to any quarantine person's wrist and can serve to determine whether he exceeds or not his allowed moving zone. Therefore, the government can react at real time, for sure, to any infraction committed and can effectively control people's behavior and so decrease remarkably active case infected by COVID-19 in the country. What makes our solution unique is that, first of all, it's profitable. Bracelet in average costs 25 dinars. So because its kernel, which called GPS 007, costs $5 in AliExpress, that we'll talk about it later, which is very convenient for mass production in this critical situation when more than 1,500 persons gets infected daily. Secondly, it's designed to be easy to implement since it's only consisting of 2 main parts, as we will see later. And we thought about usability also. The bracelet main core can be used to detect cars robbing, for example, after the COVID-19 crisis. Now, the product core, as a technical overview, we begin by presenting the core of the anti-telegram bracelet, which is the GPS GF07. Now, this device is ready to use GPS module. It has a built-in mechanism to offer many services, such as location tracking, used in our case. As mentioned, it works under cellular network, so it determines its position using the cell tower triangulation principle, aka BTS, so it contains the SIM card. Now, in its natural operation, this device is found by its position when sending an SMS through a cell phone. We go to the most important part here. What's our intervention? To implement this actually into our project, we have to establish an internet GPS communication. First, the admin dashboard application would play the role of HTTP client, sending HTTP request to Tunisia SMS, which is a Tunisian SMS API that supports high-rate SMS sending. It's actually like Twilio, if you know it, and that would play the role of like an SMS gateway sitting between our application and the device. Every HTTP request technically will be routed to the device SIM number. once the message is received by our device, will automatically respond with its actual position, sending back an SMS to the Tunisia SMS API, which will handle bidirectional requests. The product from its mechanical overview. Actually, to ensure that the bracelet works efficiently, 3 major mechanical constraints are to be considered. First, it must be easily assembled for a maximum number of bracelets, produced in the least possible time. That's why this bracelet comes up with only 2 ready-to-use components, the bracelet strip and the core, which is GF07 container, which would be easily inside. Secondly, our bracelet needs to be non-removable, so we ensure no one is breaching the confinement. That's why we designed a shootable strip, which can only be attached once. It's the same mechanism of the cable tie, and every strip will be disposable and manufactured at the cheapest cost. Third, the antenna bracelet should be water resistant, so the whole bracelet can be made of with nylon, for example. A rubber seal can be added also inside the container box if needed. Now, what's the strengths of antenna bracelet? It's actually based on 3 major points. First, it doesn't need to be connected to internet to serve, but only to cellular network. Secondly, it's affordable compared to IoT solutions as intuitive solutions, for example, which need more time and money to implement. And last, it's easy and fast to implement, which is a very deterministic factor in this crisis, where every moment equals to one person's life. As extensions, antenna bracelet project can be extended later to have more features. For example, if one quarantined person trespassed his allowed movement zone, an SMS message will be sent to his neighbors to inform them about it. Also, our application can scale up to predict next COVID-19 spread areas thanks to collected data of people's location. So that's it for our presentation. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you for your presentation. We have time to questions, Malaka. Your mic is not open, Malik.
Yes. For
Okay.
each one, we have 5 minutes for each one, including questions. Yeah.
Okay. So we passed the 5 minutes, but I will just ask 2 questions regarding the price. So you said that your product will cost 25 dinars.
In average, yes.
I think it's not realistic. Regarding the specification, you said that it will be water resist and non-breakable. So how it will be managed? How you will manage to prepare it at 25 dinars? And have you an idea about your competitors?
Yes, for sure. Yes.
Yes.
Actually, before designing this solution, we saw on the market what are the bracelets that are purchased. Actually, I saw and I noted that the average of bracelet actually maybe 45 dinars or 50 dinars. It's the least cost. I'm sure about it. Our bracelet will be effective because its core, which is GF07, can be bought from AliExpress. It's not bought here in Tunisia, with only $5, which is very, very effective in our case for mass production, which is equivalent to 15 dinars. And the 10 remaining dinars will be for the mechanical point, for the mechanical strip. The strip will be manufactured with nylon, and some rubber can be added. That will be manufactured easily and doesn't need a lot of mechanical effort and material effort for that. So that's
okay. And for the power, for the battery, so we will manage to check.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
I wanted, my presentation really to thank a lot and talk a lot about the core, but time for sure doesn't allow.
Okay.
This GF07 really, it's an amazing and very amazing core that I discovered in AliExpress. Really, it has very quality in its effectiveness. It gives a good location, and at the same time, it has battery that can last to 10 days maybe in use, which is very effective in our case when the quarantine period would be between 10 and 15 days. I can send here the cheat sheet or technical cheats of this device.
We will manage. Okay, thank you. Malek, you have a question or?
No.
Okay. Thank you, Hamdi. We'll actually pass to Bashir and Aifar. Majesty.
Hello. Actually, I sent you an email earlier said that my colleague
Jihad will present, will be in the pitching. Yes. Sorry, Jihad.
That's okay. Hello, everybody. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
All right. My name is Jihad Hanashi. I'm co-founder of Majestai, and I'm gonna pitch for you today our solution. Could you go on mute, please? Our solution, Drug Eye, which is a data-driven solution for drug discovery and repurposing. Actually, the idea of Drug Eye came to us beginning of this year when we've watched one of the many scientists working on the SARS-CoV-2 virus, literally saying we have a black box, he means the virus, and we are trying to open it to look inside with the best eye we have and the best tool we have developed. On the other side, I mean, we are a data science company and we develop data technologies in order to enable basically organizations and corporates and researchers to get the most of their data. And we've asked a simple question: what is the first piece of data that researchers get about any new organism, not only a virus, could be a bacteria that is causing a new disease, in order to start working on it, and what do they do? And we got some experts who helped us on understanding that the first thing that they start with is getting the virus genome, so the genome sequence, and they start understanding the functions of these genes, meaning their behavior when they come inside the body. So we said, well, we'll try to do that in a data-driven way. So what does Drug Eye do? It's really a data-driven solution that leverages a lot of reliable data sources, builds a knowledge base out of that, and we extract predictive models in order to do off laboratory what researchers would do in the very early stage of discovering a new pandemic, meaning based on the virus or bacteria genes, generate automatically the functions of those genes in order to help researchers to quickly act on a new spreading pandemic. We also added something else, which is identify a short list of candidate molecules that could be effective against those genes and those functions. Everyone has heard the debate around the hydroxychloroquine and the chloroquine, and that was, experts saying that these molecules would be or could be effective. The difference here is that we are providing a short list telling that these could be effective for these and these and these reasons, and we're linking that back to the genes. So this is really what Drug Eye does, leveraging public and trusted data sources, building a knowledge base out of that, modeling the functional characterization of new organisms causing a pandemic, and identify target molecules for repurposing against that. What does that concretely do? Actually, in January, end of January, we had already the functional characterization of all the genes of the SARS-CoV-2 virus, and we have identified a short list of 6 candidate molecules fully automatically and off any laboratory. We don't have any laboratory facilities at Majestai. That's not what we do as a company. 3 months later, almost, the Swiss Institute of Bioinformatics published the same basically results, but done in wet lab, and 100% of our predicted functions were accurate. We also been following since then the publications, and many of the molecules that we have identified already in the beginning of this year were appearing in scientific papers as effective or potential candidates for SARS-CoV-2. So basically, our solution is really an enabler to act very quickly and ahead of time on pandemic situations and to never again have to wait as long in order to have the first remedies. In terms of market, I mean, we are in the drug repurposing, in essence, which is a needed and a new, let's say, segment in the pharmaceutical industry, because the new drug market is one that needs a very long time. I mean, everyone is seeing what's happening with the looking for new medicine for COVID. It takes about 14 years to come up with a new drug and to put it on the market, and an investment of $2 billion. With a failure rate that is massive. And repurposing is a much more effective way if you have the right tools to identify among the existing molecules that were already tested on people, what are the ones that could be effective against a new disease. In terms of traction, I mean, we've been and we are still in interaction with the health ministry and health authorities in Tunisia about drug I. We are working with Charles Nicol's laboratory on a consortium in order to analyze the local strains of the virus in Tunisia. Had media coverage nationally and internationally for drug I, and actually we are currently introducing it to the European market across Germany with the Medical Valley in Nuremberg to start off, and we are participating end of this month as well to the Digital Health Summit, where we are pitching drug I to the healthcare community and ecosystem there. Thank you very much. This is an overview of our team.
Thank you. Thank you, Jihad.
You're welcome.
For this presentation. Just I have one question regarding the privacy. So yeah. you are managing medical data, and you didn't speak about privacy and how you are using this data, or you are manipulating this data. Yeah,
very good question. Actually, technically speaking, when you talk about the data that drug I is processing, we are talking about gene sequence, and there's no single link to the actual persons, or if we are talking about the human genes. But here we are talking about the genes of the virus, so there is no direct link to any patient whatsoever at this stage. However, you are right. The solution is also extensible to cover the clinical trials about the molecules that we have identified. So the idea is that we help the professionals, the researchers, the clinical researchers digest the data that they generate through the clinical trials and refine the predictions that we have produced in the first place. And our reference for that, in the way we process that data, is the GDPR regulation, which is the most stringent, one of the most stringent regulations in the area. So our solution is GDPR compliant, meaning that everything that is done on the data is traceable, meaning that we make sure the data is anonymized and is accessible only to the persons that are, that have the right authority and the right access rights. All that is managed on the platform itself. So this is our framework, let's say, for dealing with privacy issues.
Thank you. And all data are come from your partners. So you are not using open data, or?
Yeah, we are using open data. So basically, to come up with the MVP, to generate the first model that was used beginning of this year, we used public data sources for pharmacology and virology data, where you can find actually results of all wet laboratory activities that were submitted into these databases. And you can see in my slide here, IntAct is one of the bases we have used. We have used NCBI, the American database for virology research results, where you can find the gene sequences, the results that were done on those in terms of laboratory research. Drug bank, for example, for the molecules that are available out there and what they are good for. These are the data that the data sources that we leverage to start off. But when we work with a partner, for example, Charnico, we also digest their data and help them get quickly and effectively sense of it. So it's the combination that is more powerful.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. We'll go to Mohammed Kehna from Psychovid. Psy or Psy?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's okay.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we are seeing your screen.
Okay, thank you. Welcome to our startup entitled E-Surgery. It's okay to enter the world of medical innovation in Africa and MENA region. We participate in the challenge Kill the Corona with the project of Psychovid. During the period of spread of COVID-19 in Tunisia, as a surgical technology health professional in the hospital, I see the increase of a problem of psychological disturbance of many patients, especially with the patient infected with coronavirus. According to World Health Organization, 75% of the problem of psychological disturbance in of the patient infected with COVID-19 can lead to refusal of care and difficult working conditions. It therefore appears necessary to implement a method of conditioning and relaxation for of a patient. So our solution is using the technology in a robotic examination table. It aims to monitor and improve the physical and psychological state of a patient infected with COVID-19 by reducing anxiety, stress, and the pain of its chest, using the technique of music therapy, artificial intelligence, and mixed reality between VR and augmented reality. So, how can work our table? When the patient infected with COVID-19 is placed on the examination table, he puts the headset on his ear. This is robotic examination table starts talking by itself with intelligence artificial. Firstly, it evaluates physical conditions by measuring vital signs such as heart rate, respiratory rate, etc. Then passes to assess psychological state by measuring anxiety, stress, score, and pain with visual analog scale. It's an international scale to measure anxiety, stress, and pain. Then, finally, after collecting
Please, Mohammed, your voice is not clear. Please, your voice is not clear. I don't know. Try to do something, but for live streaming is not clear.
Oh, okay, continue, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Finally, our table, our smart examination table gives advice by intelligence artificial to strengthen his psychology and make to him a music therapy for the relaxation during his treatment. Our robotic examination table has application mobile, artificial intelligence, virtual reality with music therapy to relax the infected patient, and the 3D plan to create the robot. This is my scientific study published in Acta Scientific Neurology under name The Psychology of a Patient Infected with COVID-19 in Tunisia during the treatment. This article collects all the information about the reaction of patient infected with COVID-19 in Tunisia. Our project is based on this scientific study to make sure that we need to our product to be eligible to the market. to solve the problem of psychological and physical disturbance, and especially with patients infected with COVID-19. So the advantage for the patient, physical and psychological monitoring, helping to treat faster, improve mood and patient satisfaction. For the health professional, eliminate the risk of contamination, saving the time, optimize support, and collect data remotely. So our partner from the America Peace First and from United Kingdom, an organization of global surgery under name One Surgery. We have positive feedback about our experience in Tunisia when you use the music therapy for the relaxation the patient. Summary, when you have patient infected with COVID-19, then evaluation the patient's state of health, patient monitoring, helping in the treatment to have independently healthy individual. So I have a video in 1 minute to see our experience in the operating room with the music therapy.
There is no voice.
Yes.
Please share voice, Mohammed.
On the operating room, you use the application, and this is the music therapy to improve the psychological state of a patient, and we help to strengthen, to improve the immunity of a patient.
Okay, Mohammed. Thank you.
Ahmed, I have one question.
Yeah,
Thank you
please,
so much.
please, Malik.
So you mentioned in one of your slides funds of $500.
$500.
Yes,
Yeah.
they giving funding. That I start my startup with only $500. Okay.
Okay, so because fund of $500 is not a fund. Anyway, so I have a question. Do you begin to market your product or talk to any potential clients? Any feedbacks from potential clients
Yes.
or not?
Mohammed?
Did you hear me?
Mohammed?
Yes.
You have a question from Dr. Malik.
Do you begin marketing your product or talking to any potential clients or having any good feedback from any potential clients?
Yes, I do the experience in many hospitals in Tunisia, especially in the hospital of Charnecol in Tunisia. First experience by using.
I think your project should not be destined to Tunisian hospitals or Tunisian sanitary ecosystem. So I think you should have another
Objection.
yeah, another market, or talk about your project and this idea that I like so much to European, to American, but in Tunisia, I don't know, just an impression. Okay.
That clinic or hospital, they give us old examination table, and we pass the modification to
Okay.
this
That's
table
good.
to be robotic examination table with technology. That's all.
Mohammed, I have one question regarding the relation between music therapy and artificial intelligence. So, how it works? So you are speaking about VR, AR, and music therapy, AI. I'm a little bit confused regarding your solution. So, is it simply music therapy connected to the examination table, or you have algorithm and you have selection or something to manage for each patient?
Our application is to ask a question by vocal to the patient. And while asking the question, he collected data. Then he asked him about if you want musical extract to the patient, and we put to make him the music therapy. That is cheap technique. We not need lots of money to create this application.
Yeah, but who developed those algorithms that analyze your data?
I don't have many data. That I do the experience in Tunisia on only 17 patients in Tunisia.
So it's voice command platform, not artificial intelligence platform. So we are just taking some voice requests from your patient, and you are selecting some musics to him. That's it.
The musical extract is from National Association of Music Therapy in Tunisia under INMT. This is the name of her. Not
okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mohammed. So we'll go to
I have a question, please, Mr.
Okay, Mohammed.
Mr. Mohammed Kaina, can you please go back to the slide when you speak about the process that you use to recommend music therapy?
The feedback of the patient and the media.
The beginning.
The one who when you speak about the process in the first slide, I think. No, go back, up.
Okay, this is the
no, up. Number 5.
Number 5. Okay.
Yes, thank you. So you say that you evaluate physical condition, measure vital signs such as temperature, heart rate, and respiratory rate. What sensor do you use to extract this information?
This is there is in you can ask a patient, for example, in each room of a patient there is a scope. I don't scope in France maybe, and I don't mean the word in English. This is a scope. There is heart rate, respiratory rate, and this is collect the data from the scope, not asking.
Okay, I suppose that you can connect your gadget or your IoT device to extract this information from this scope. So what algorithm do you use, or what technique, or what software do you use to convert the vital signs such as temperature to measure anxiety, stress, and pain? How do you use it?
There is a scale has name V8I. Okay, last two. Okay, this is international scale to measure pain and stress by asking a question. There is another scale as named Hamilton. Hamilton scale it does has many questions, and each question the person he give the number of scores.
So you don't use sensors to analyze the anxiety.
Use what?
Sensors like temperature and heart rate.
Of course.
Okay, Mr. Ahmed, I finish.
I
Thank
put
you,
all
thank
of the
you.
information in my scientific article. When you, okay, this is.
Thank you, ma'am.
I have a
So
question.
we are out of time. Excuse me, we are out of time, so we'll
Time
go
at the
to,
end, please, at the
yeah,
end.
because we have the closing ceremony after. So we go to, thank you, Mohammed, for your presentation and your explanation. We go to Amin Abu Diak for the presentation of his solution Jusur. So
hello,
go.
can you hear me?
Yeah, we are hearing you.
Amin.
Go ahead, Amin.
Also, you can see my screen, right?
Yeah, very good.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Amin Abu Diak. I am the founder and CEO of Jusur platform. I am from Palestine and I am a computer engineering at Najah National University. My story with Jusur started when I was a school student. I faced many problems in learning science such as physics, chemistry, and maths because there was a lack of tool and material that was we need to do the practical part at the real lab. Also, there was a lack of interactive Arabic content on the internet, in addition to COVID-19 and this ability to make the experiment in the real lab. So our solution for this problem are Jusur, which is an interactive education platform that offers the virtual lab and interactive simulation for science, physics, chemistry, and math for school and university students aged between 14 to 29. Jusur offers the virtual lab in 2D and 3D, and it supports the Arabic and English language and support all system and device with a good price for all group. So our customer and marketing in Jusur, we have two group. The group number one, which is the individual student, and the institution like school and university. After studying the marketing, we found that the school and university is our first customer because they can have ability to pay the cost and help us to improve and develop Jusur. About the educational marketing size, there are a lot of development, especially during the COVID-19. So from 20 billion to 350 billion by 2025. About business model in Jusur, we have a 4 plan for individual student. One of them is free with no need to register with visa, and we are offer 25% of Jusur content. And we have another 3 paid plan for individual. It's difference in the price and advantage. For school and university, we offer a free period and we offer them a custom package according to number of users for this school and the material and subject that they need. We get the revenue by online gate and offline through bank and PayPal. And in Palestine, we have some gate called Jawal Pay. It is we use to pay online. About our competitor, we have many competitor locally, globally, and about regional MENA region. In Palestine, we are the first startup according to Education Ministry at Palestine that work in the interactive simulation. We have some platform in Palestine, but they are offer a normal video, which is a teacher explain the lesson in the traditional work way. But Jusur is different because it is support the 3D model and support Arabic language. And we have a free period and free service. We test our prototype before 2 years when I was at the school at 60 students, which class physics at 10th grade. And this graph shows the difference between the student who learn with JSOR and the student who learn in the traditional way. So the graph in blue show the student who learn with the JSOR. We see that a lot of them get a lot of mark, and the rate of fail is lesser than the rate of fails of class number A, which study with traditional way without JSOR. After that, we make and develop JSOR according to the feedback that we got from school and student and their teacher. And we have now about 17 interactive simulation in 2D, and we are working to improve and develop our virtual lab in 3D. So why JSOR is the best solution for COVID-19 and education problem? Basically, we work with the SDG, especially with the fourth goal, which is the quality education. So JSOR offer a technical that help male and female students to get a better education, and help the disability student to learn from home, also to improve the teacher skill in teaching by the technical interactive simulation. To improve and finish this work, we have a best team, which is basically contained from academic team, which are the teacher from school and university who work with us to improve the material. And we have the designer and technical team, which are from designer and the programmer who work to improve the virtual lab and their design. Also, we have a partnership with many organizations locally and globally, like Peace First and Bidar at Turkish. And we are now working a partner with some local university like my university and Najah University. So to summarize, support JSOR to improve education and make students excited. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Amin.
Thank you.
Malek, do you have a question? Mohammed Kharat?
Yes. Thank you, Amin, for your presentation. I have one question. Who can create the content, and can teachers create content easily on your platform?
Basically, our team work on development content according to material that we talk at the school and university. So we offer a package, a full package. So not the user can improve the content. We improve it and we give it ready for school and university.
Okay. Thank you.
Malek, please. Malek, you have a question?
No, no.
Just I have a question regarding your sustainability of your project. So you tell us that it's fully free. So how you will ensure the quality of materials and the quality of the platform on itself?
About the quality, we have a partnership. Now we have one university, and we are going to make a partnership with another 3 universities. And actually, we work with the school. So about the quality, we give a lot of workshop for school students, and we take feedback from them, and we develop JSOR every day and improve it. About the business, now we are still in the development stage, so we are not going to marketing. So almost everything for now it's free, but actually we have pay customer who pay with PayPal from Palestine without make any marketing for them. I can share my screen to the website, so you can see that we have a money plan for individual. so you can choose the free plan or any of pay plan. And we are there another example of what we are doing, like this subject at physics, which is a threefold simulation. In this at 2D lab. So student can make the experiment from home or anywhere place, and they can do many things in one place. So they can make a graph and download the report that contain all data, and actually it's nearly to the tool and material that we use in the virtual or the real lab. So in this lab, we need to make the experiment for 5 times to make the graph. So this 3. We can save or ignore the data, and we can choose and make the settings. So if we need to make the experiment in the I mean, without air or with the resistant or with anything else, we can use this data. And there are many variables which is not have effect on the numbers. So like mass and radius, when the student make the experiment for a lot of time, they will find that this number doesn't affect on the last one.
Thank you, Amin.
So now we have a graph, and we can download the report like this, which contain all data.
Thank
also,
you.
All of this is 2D. We are now work in the 3D model. If I have a time, I can make a look. It's not public for now, so you will be the first person who said.
Thank you. Thank you, Amin, for your explanations and response. So we'll go to Hussein Murad, deep check. Hussein.
Hussein is not here.
He's not here. So we'll go to Bayram Mazoun.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's okay. So go ahead.
Okay.
So a presentation, or you will share our screen?
Can I share my screen?
Normally.
Okay. So,
yeah, please.
Before I want to present myself, my name is Mazoun Bayram, and I am a computer science teacher in secondary school. So, KILLTHECORONA. Home quarantine. Anyone who believes they have been exposed to COVID-19 are required to be home quarantined to prevent community transmission. As a rule, home quarantine shall for 40 days. The first 5 days for the incubation period and 1 to 9 days symptom development period. To guarantee the well-done running of the confinement period, we propose the following IoT solution: home quarantine monitoring. Home quarantine monitoring is based on 2 major axes: the confinee tracker and the confinee health state. For the confinee tracker, to ensure that the confined person do not stray from their apartment, we have rolled out our electronic tracking bracelet that alert the authority in case of escapes. This electronic bracelet is connected to our IoT box via radio frequency, RF 433 MHz, and will be used to make sure that people actually stay at home in range of 30 meters. For the confinee health state, we measure the room temperature and humidity via DHT11. We measure body temperature via DSB-80B20, and we measure the hair rate via finger hair rate. our IoT box sends all data and alerts to the Department of Health via the internet. The advantage of our IoT box is combined to access the tracking and health state of component. It is a reusable solution in case of other disease, and it is a low-cost solution. It costs about $7 if buy all components from AliExpress. Thank you.
You have some question, Mohammed? So my question is,
Yes.
how you will manage the connection between the Ministry of Health and your bracelet? You said that it will be over internet. What's about security and what's about trust and
Wi-Fi, via Wi-Fi.
Via Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
And if the person don't have connection,
ADSL router.
ADSL?
Yes.
So you need to install a router?
Yes. We need to have internet in the house.
So you will deliver bracelet plus the internet connection?
Maybe.
How you'll manage it? You think that it's realistic? Well, with $7?
$7 Wi-Fi. It's present in all houses.
In all houses in Tunisia, it's not real.
Tunisia.
No, it's not real. So you have 40% of coverage in Tunisia for internet connection, for wired internet connection. For mobile, it's I think 70%. So I think that this part need to be more developed, and you need to focus more on the connectivity, on the security for this model. Okay, thank you.
I have two questions.
Further, Mohammed.
If the patient does not have internet, how the solution works? This is the first question. And the second question is, if the patient leaves the bracelet at home, how do you do in this case?
Alors, for the first question, we can share Wi-Fi via mobile or via ADSL for the connection. Maybe we can add the GSM model to the IoT box. For the second question, the bracelet is just an idea of project. I made a prototype, not a professional use for the moment. You understand me?
Yeah, it's clear.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bayram. I think that we have Hossemuddin Murad is not present. He was here.
He was here and he left.
Yeah. So I think it's okay, Malek, for all presentations.
Please, for Amani, for you Ahmed, Saif, who else? We aim. She sent me the vote, so everyone should send the vote, the best two startups
ranking
to privately to Ahmed.
Yeah. So send me just the ranking, the selection of 1, 2 of these 5 projects, and we'll manage to make the compilation with Malek. And normally it will be presented on the closing ceremony, Malek.
No, we have a session of masterclass.
Okay.
Yes, just after that, after this pitching session.
Okay, thank you. So
we send you also we aim Choix privately. Okay.
Okay.
So the price is 3,000 dinar, $1,000. This is the price of this challenge. Do you have results, Ahmed?
I am trying to compile. So we will we manage to have one first and second position, or only one position? Malek?
Micro Malek.
Okay. So how the result? You need suspense or?
Some suspense, yes.
Some suspense. So I think that, I think that there is two projects on the list, but we have one confirmed with 3 voices. It's not from Tunisia, so he comes from Palestine. He's Amin Abu Diak.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
for the presentation of the e-learning solution. Jusur.
Congratulations, Amin.
Congratulations, Amin, for and I hope you will do better on the future with your solution.
Yes, inshallah. Sure.
Inshallah. Thank you, everybody. Dr. Malek.
Okay, thank you, Ahmed. So we will move directly to the masterclass session. Mr. Mohammed Saifuddin will be the moderator, and we will begin by Mr. Anis Bahri from IIT. So, Saif, so now it's your, wait. Mohammed, Saif.
Oui.
Are you okay? So go on, please.
So thank you, Malek. Hi, everybody. Now we will start our last session in the Startup Gate Summit with our master classes. We begin with Mr. Anis Al-Bahri from the ANITI. If Mr. Anis is here, he can start his presentation. Mr. Anis.
En français, s'il vous plaît.
Donc, bienvenue à toutes et à tous. On va terminer notre événement Startup Gate Summit par nos masterclass. Et j'ai l'honneur de présenter, de donner la parole à Monsieur Anis Al-Bahri de l'ANITI pour commencer sa présentation. Donc, Monsieur Anis, si vous êtes là, vous pouvez commencer.
Bonjour tout le monde. Est-ce que vous m'écoutez là?
Oui, parfait, Anis.
Parce que j'ai dû changer d'ordinateur. Le premier n'a pas voulu se connecter. L'audio n'a pas voulu se connecter. Donc, je tiens à remercier tout d'abord tout le monde, notamment Madame Malek, de m'avoir invité pour participer à votre événement. Samahni, est-ce que je peux partager une présentation?
Oui, normalement, Monsieur Anis.
Donc, juste un petit moment que je la prépare.
Donc, sans problème, on attend quelques secondes, Monsieur Anis. Voilà, parfait.
Donc, vous voyez la présentation là?
Oui, oui, Monsieur Anis. Donc, vous avez jusqu'à 25 minutes pour présenter votre masterclass. Ensuite, on va recevoir s'il y a quelques questions et on passe à la au deuxième masterclass.
Excellent, d'accord. Tout d'abord, je me présente. Je suis Anis Bahri, administrateur conseiller à la direction de développement de l'entrepreneuriat et de promotion de la micro-entreprise au sein de l'ANITI. L'ANITI, c'est une structure étatique, c'est un établissement public à caractère non administratif. Cette structure, elle a pour mission de mettre en œuvre la politique du gouvernement en matière de l'emploi. Et quand on dit emploi, on dit nécessairement entrepreneuriat parce que les entrepreneurs sont les employeurs et ce sont la solution au problème de chômage de notre pays actuellement. Je commence par une petite présentation du réseau de l'ANITI. L'ANITI se compose de 22 espaces entreprendre spécialisés dans l'accompagnement des entrepreneurs. Et en tout et pour tout, 111 espaces entreprendre et bureaux d'emploi, dont 65 bureaux d'emploi disposent d'une unité entrepreneuriat. Elle dispose aussi de 206 conseillers en entrepreneuriat, dont 49 formateurs internes en gestion et études de projet et 40 encadreurs. Donc, tout d'abord, je vais commencer par un logigramme décrivant le processus de l'entrepreneur et l'offre d'accompagnement. Lors de la conception de notre offre d'accompagnement, on a pensé au parcours de l'entrepreneur et nous avons pensé qu'il s'agit de plusieurs phases qui se composent de deux principales phases, une phase de pré-création et une deuxième de post-création. Et ces deux phases se composent de certains sous-phases. Commençons par la phase de pré-création, comme vous voyez dans la présentation. Cette phase commence par la sous-phase d'inspiration. Ensuite, la sous-phase d'idéation, de génération d'idées. Ensuite, l'organisation de la démarche entrepreneuriale. Et tout de suite après, le développement de business plan. Ensuite, une sous-phase de recherche de financement et d'installation. Et après, la phase de post-création dont nous avons proposé certains services d'accompagnement. Donc, comme je vous ai dit, lors de la conception de notre offre d'accompagnement, nous l'avons pensé de telle manière à répondre aux besoins des entrepreneurs durant chaque sous-phase. Donc, comme vous voyez, dans la phase d'inspiration, nous offrons à nos entrepreneurs potentiels une formation qui s'appelle « Créer mon entreprise, pourquoi pas ». Dans la phase d'idéation, là, il y a une formation qui s'appelle MOREN, méthode originale de recherche active des idées nouvelles pour entreprendre. Quant à la phase d'organisation de la démarche entrepreneuriale, nous offrons une formation qui s'appelle « Organiser son projet de création ». Ensuite, pour le développement de business plan et du profil entrepreneurial, nous offrons deux formations, dont la fameuse formation CFE, création des entreprises et formation des entrepreneurs. Quant à la phase de recherche de financement et installation, nous n'avons pas de service d'accompagnement qui se traduit par une formation destinée aux entrepreneurs, mais par contre, nous contribuons ou plutôt nous aidons les entrepreneurs par l'octroi d'une prime de renforcement des fonds propres qui s'appelle le fonds d'amorçage ou اعتماد الانتلاق بالعربي. Concernant la phase de post-création, nous offrons certains services. Par exemple, la formation Germe, gérez mieux votre entreprise, une formation complémentaire en gestion, une formation complémentaire technique, l'intervention d'un expert plafonné à 15 jours et une bourse d'accompagnement. Maintenant, je vais vous décrire davantage de quoi se composent ces différents services d'accompagnement. Tout d'abord, il y a des services d'accompagnement qui sont transversaux, comme vous voyez là, les séances d'information et des formations en soft skills. Donc, comme je vous ai dit, je passe à la description des différentes prestations d'accompagnement entrepreneurial. En ce qui concerne la formation Créer mon entreprise, pourquoi pas, c'est une session de sensibilisation et de déclenchement de l'éveil entrepreneurial chez les entrepreneurs potentiels. Donc, à l'issue de cette formation, le participant peut décider s'il est prêt ou pas encore à se lancer dans une aventure entrepreneuriale. Et si c'est le cas, c'est-à-dire s'il désire se lancer dans une aventure entrepreneuriale, il peut passer à l'étape suivante qui est l'étape de l'idéation. Et là, il peut s'inscrire à une formation Moraine. Moraine, comme je vous ai dit, c'est la méthode originale des recherches actives, des idées nouvelles pour entreprendre. Cette formation permet aux participants de développer des compétences au niveau de l'innovation et de la créativité afin de dégager des idées de projets originales. Tout simplement, c'est une formation dans laquelle les formateurs essayent de donner, ou plutôt d'outiller les participants par des techniques de génération d'idées, c'est-à-dire qu'à la sortie de cette formation, généralement 100% des participants sortent avec des idées de projet, pas encore valides, oui, mais des idées de projet, parce qu'ils leur apprennent à générer des idées par des techniques comme les techniques de résolution de problèmes ou de penser autrement, d'autres techniques qui s'intéressent aux besoins. Et il y en a, je pense, 7 ou 8 techniques dans cette formation. Et lorsque cette formation, elle se compose de 3 demi-journées, 2 demi-journées pour les techniques de génération d'idées, et après une semaine, une 3e demi-journée pour la présentation des idées nouvellement créées par les participants. Donc, chaque participant qui génère une idée de projet et qui souhaite la concrétiser peut demander ou bien de se lancer dans la phase de l'organisation de la démarche entrepreneuriale ou bien de se lancer directement dans le développement de business plan. Quant à la phase de la démarche, de l'organisation de la démarche entrepreneuriale, il peut participer à une formation qui s'appelle « Organiser son projet de création ». Cette formation permet aux participants de sortir avec un plan d'action, de connaître l'environnement dans lequel leur projet ou leur entreprise va évoluer. Ils prendront connaissance des opportunités et des masses du marché, du contexte juridique, du contexte économique et financier. Ils peuvent aussi déterminer les points forts et les points faibles du projet. C'est une sorte d'initiation au développement de business plan. Et c'est pour cette raison qu'après, tout de suite après cette formation, les participants peuvent bénéficier de la formation Créer ou C'est fait. Et dans ces 2 formations, ils auront l'occasion de développer un draft de business plan ou bien un business plan préliminaire qui peut être fignolé par la suite et ils peuvent les déposer auprès des organismes de financement. Ils auront l'occasion dans ces mêmes formations, que ce soit Créer ou C'est fait, de se rencontrer avec des intervenants qu'on appelle des personnes ressources, des intervenants de la BTS, de la CNSS et de tout type de structure avec lesquelles un entrepreneur peut avoir affaire lors de l'installation ou bien même avant, lors de l'installation de son projet ou bien même avant. Cette formation, elle est récompensée par une bourse, ou plutôt les participants à ces formations bénéficient d'une bourse de 200 dinars. Et à la sortie de cette formation, les participants sortent avec un document préliminaire, comme je vous ai dit, un brouillon ou bien un draft de business plan. Et ils seront appelés à fignoler leurs documents pour les déposer auprès des organismes de financement et ensuite ils peuvent déposer une demande pour bénéficier de ce que je vous ai appelé tout à l'heure du fonds d'amorçage Artimède ventilaire. Maintenant, il y a un service d'accompagnement qu'offre l'ANETI, c'est plutôt une bourse parce que il y a des entrepreneurs potentiels qui ont des diplômes dans des spécialités bien déterminées, mais qui ne connaissent pas vraiment l'environnement de l'entreprise. Ils ne sont pas familiarisés avec l'activité de l'entreprise. Je vous donne un exemple, par exemple, un pâtissier qui n'a jamais exercé, c'est un diplômé en pâtisserie. Il sait bien faire ses gâteaux, ses gâteaux et ses produits, ses viennoiseries, etc. Mais par contre, il n'a pas eu l'occasion de contacter des fournisseurs, il n'a pas eu l'occasion de commercialiser ses produits. Et là, il a besoin de passer par un stage pour mieux connaître l'environnement de son activité. Là, il peut chercher un stage et l'ANETI lui donne une bourse de 200 dinars pendant 3 mois, renouvelable une seule fois. Donc, il peut bénéficier d'une bourse pendant 6 mois avant la création de son entreprise. Tous les mécanismes ou bien les formations dont je viens de vous parler maintenant sont des mécanismes d'accompagnement pré-création. Donc, pour bénéficier de la suite des services d'accompagnement de l'ANETI, il faut que l'entrepreneur passe à l'action ou plutôt s'installe réellement. Et quand on dit installation, il doit créer juridiquement son entreprise, donc il doit avoir une patente auprès des services du fisc. Et lorsqu'il crée son entreprise et durant les 3 premières années d'activité, il a droit de bénéficier des services offerts par l'ANETI, qui se compose essentiellement d'une formation GERM, qui est une formation en gestion, ou bien une formation complémentaire en gestion aussi. Ils ont les mêmes objectifs. Ils peuvent aussi bénéficier d'une formation technique complémentaire, d'une bourse d'accompagnement ou bien d'un accompagnement personnalisé. La formation GERM, c'est une formation qui leur permet de développer des compétences managériales, des compétences en gestion, en comptabilité, en marketing et en approvisionnement. C'est une formation qui dure 15 jours. Et elle est faite par les conseillers de l'ANETI. Par contre, ils peuvent bénéficier aussi d'une formation complémentaire en gestion. Et là, c'est à travers des bureaux spécialisés que l'ANETI assure ces formations. Ce sont des formations qu'on sous-traite auprès des bureaux spécialisés. L'ANETI prend en charge cette formation, mais elle est bien sûr plafonnée à un nombre d'heures qui ne doit pas dépasser les 150 heures de gestion et plafonné aussi par un coût qui ne doit pas dépasser les 1000 dinars pour un participant. En plus de cette formation de gestion, comme je viens de vous dire, les entrepreneurs qui sont dans la phase de démarrage de leur projet, c'est-à-dire les 3 premières années, peuvent bénéficier d'une formation complémentaire technique. Quand on dit une formation complémentaire technique, c'est pas une formation d'initiation ou une formation longue, c'est juste une formation complémentaire. Si je reprends l'exemple du pâtissier, il y a certains pâtissiers qui n'ont pas des compétences concernant la fabrication ou la production des gâteaux artisanaux, par exemple, et ils veulent avoir un diplôme dans ce sens. L'ANETI prend en charge une formation technique auprès de bureaux spécialisés Bien sûr, cette formation, elle est plafonnée à un nombre d'heures qui ne doit pas dépasser les 400 heures. Quand on dit, et s'il y a qu'il y a une erreur, je pense qu'il y a une erreur qui s'est glissée dans la formation. Ici, la durée, c'est de 1 jour à 120 jours, parce que quand on dit 400 heures de formation, pour l'ANITI, en un mois de formation, il ne faut pas dépasser 100 heures de formation. Donc, ça peut aller jusqu'à 4 mois, puisque c'est 400 heures de formation. Elle est aussi plafonnée par un coût. Il ne faut pas que ça dépasse les 2500 dinars. Et bien sûr, ça ne concerne pas uniquement l'exemple que je vous ai mentionné. Ça peut être des formations en sécurité informatique, en marketing digital, en des spécialités techniques de tout type. Donc, mis à part cette formation complémentaire technique, les entrepreneurs nouvellement créés peuvent bénéficier d'une bourse d'accompagnement. Cette bourse ne peut pas dépasser les 12 mois et elle est à hauteur de 200 dinars par mois. C'est-à-dire que chaque entrepreneur qui dépose une demande auprès d'un bureau d'emploi ou un espace entreprendre pour l'obtention d'une bourse, et ceci durant les 3 premières années d'activité, peut bénéficier de 200 dinars par mois pendant 12 mois. L'accompagnement personnalisé, les entrepreneurs qui ont des difficultés ou qui souhaitent avoir un service de conseil ou bien un coaching personnalisé auprès de l'ANITI, ils peuvent contacter les bureaux d'emploi de proximité ou bien l'espace entreprendre et là, ils s'organisent avec les conseillers présents sur place pour organiser des séances de coaching. Les conseillers peuvent se déplacer même sur place pour identifier les difficultés auxquelles sont rencontrés ces entrepreneurs et peuvent les aider à les surpasser ou à identifier leurs besoins en termes des formations que j'ai déjà mentionnées. Et bien sûr, ces visites et ces séances de coaching doivent être élaborées selon un plan d'action afin de pouvoir trouver les solutions nécessaires. Donc là, je viens d'exposer pratiquement la quasi-totalité des services d'accompagnement de l'ANITI. Il y a juste les services dont je vous ai parlé qui sont des services transversaux. L'ANITI offre à ses clients ou bien aux citoyens tunisiens des séances d'information, que ce soit dans les universités, dans les manifestations, les journées de sensibilisation et tout type de manifestations qui peuvent intéresser les entrepreneurs ou les entrepreneurs potentiels. Dans ces séances d'information, on axe nos interventions sur la sensibilisation sur la culture entrepreneuriale et la politique nationale entrepreneuriale. On présente aussi les nouveaux produits entrepreneuriaux ou bien les nouvelles tendances entrepreneuriales telles que l'entrepreneuriat en économie sociale et solidaire. On fait aussi des séances d'information concernant les nouvelles lois qui intéressent les entrepreneurs ou les entrepreneurs potentiels, telles que la loi de l'auto-entrepreneur ou bien la loi de l'étudiant entrepreneur. Il y a aussi des formations en soft skills, et ce sont des formations malheureusement qui ne sont pas généralisées sur tout notre réseau de l'ANITI, parce que nous n'avons pas des formateurs certifiés en soft skills dans tous nos antennes régionales, mais dans certains bureaux et certains espaces où il y a des formateurs certifiés, les entrepreneurs peuvent demander des formations soft skills, ou bien même les conseillers peuvent identifier un besoin de formation chez les entrepreneurs. Et là, ils leur organisent des sessions de formation dans les thèmes, comme vous les voyez ici dans la présentation: la confiance et estime en soi, la communication et gestion des conflits, la prise de décision, l'adaptation au changement, le travail en équipe, la créativité et l'innovation, le leadership, les techniques de négociation, l'adaptation au changement, la gestion de stress et d'autres thèmes que j'ignore. Donc, il y a aussi un service d'accompagnement spécifique. C'est un service destiné aux entrepreneurs ou bien aux personnes qui opèrent dans le secteur informel. Et l'objectif de ce service d'accompagnement est de faciliter leur passage vers le secteur formel. Et là, l'ANETI leur organise une formation qui s'appelle « Organiser et formaliser votre projet ». C'est une formation qui dure 5 jours et elle permet aux bénéficiaires de connaître leur écosystème, le processus de formalisation, les procédures d'accès au marché, les aspects juridiques et fiscaux, les aspects sociaux et de droit du travail et surtout les bénéfices dont ils peuvent disposer s'ils passent à l'activité formelle. Ces formations sont toutes complémentées par une bourse de 100 dinars. Bon, concernant cette formation organisée, formalisée, c'est une bourse de 100 dinars. Par contre, les formations germes et les formations techniques et la formation en gestion complémentaire, ça va au prorata des heures de formation. Donc, je vous remercie, M. Mohamed Saifeddin.
Merci beaucoup, M. Anis Al-Bahri, pour cette présentation bien claire. Bon, avant de passer au deuxième masterclass, juste j'ai une petite question concernant l'offre d'accompagnement et de formation. Est-ce qu'elles sont ouvertes pour les étudiants encore en cours de formation?
Non, les services d'accompagnement entrepreneurial de l'ANETI sont destinés pour les chercheurs d'emploi. Ou bien les entrepreneurs, les étudiants qui n'ont pas encore eu leur diplôme et qui sont inscrits dans les universités ne peuvent pas bénéficier de ces services. Mais en ce moment, puisqu'il y a une loi qui est en train de se préparer relative à l'étudiant entrepreneur, voilà. Et il serait probablement possible pour les étudiants de bénéficier de ces formations, mais je ne sais pas s'ils auront les mêmes avantages financiers que les entrepreneurs ou non.
Merci pour votre réponse, Monsieur Anis.
Je vous en prie. Il n'y a pas d'autres questions?
Donc, Madame...
J'ai essayé de faire vite la présentation. J'aurais bien aimé que ça soit plus interactif.
Donc, Madame Malek et Madame Rim, si vous avez des questions... Je vois qu'on n'a pas de questions. Donc, encore un grand merci à Monsieur Anis.
Merci beaucoup, je vous en prie.
Merci beaucoup.
À tout moment.
Et là, on va passer à notre deuxième coach et speaker, Monsieur Jalel Al-Hameri, expert en industrie 4.0. Pour parler de l'industrial IoT, de l'industrie 4.0 et des smart factories. Donc, je vous laisse la parole, Monsieur Jalel, si vous m'écoutez.
Yeah. So if this is fine, I'm not going to speak in French. I'm going to speak in German, in English. German will not be good.
No problem, Mr. Jalel. You are welcome. And you can share your screen if you want.
Okay, let me just give me 1 second. I can share my screen.
Okay, no problem. So, Dr. Jalel Hameri is an international industry 4.0 expert. He's from Germany, and his origin, I think, is from Tunisia.
No, Moroccan.
Moroccan. Okay, please anyone gives me a sign if you see my screen.
Please, moderator from Evie, can you please give the hand to Mr. Jalel to share his screen?
I think you have access, Mr. Jalel, because coach before you, they share their screens. So same thing for you.
Okay, let me try again because I already shared, but I think something went wrong.
Okay, good. We see your screen now.
Okay. So what I'm going to talk about today is the Industry 4.0 and how do we get to the first question is what is Industry 4.0 and how to get there, what is the basis for Industry 4.0. So I'm gonna give a little history about Industry 4.0, then I will draw the path, how can we get there, what is the basis for that, and after that I will give some few examples from the practical view from some projects, of course, which are already published, examples of concrete solutions, Industry 4.0 solutions. So what is the first question is what is Industry 4.0? We have I think, excuse me. So this is in German, but I will try to. So we have the first industrial revolution was the water and damp. I believe everyone is aware of that. Then we had a second revolution, industrial revolution, which was the electricity, and the mass production known as the Ford automotive mass production began in the US, and after that we had the third wave or the third industrial revolution, where we talked about automation, where we made it to make the machines work together, have some kind of controls on the top of it, and make the human manual work less than it usually is. Then we have the industrial revolution, the fourth industrial revolution, the fourth, and it's digitalization. It's moving from the paper to no paper. That's data acquisition. That's the driving the value out of the data. That's connecting everything. So we have the timeline going from the first revolution to the fourth, and with these revolutions, we have the amount of data is increasing and the complexity is increasing. So if you read about Industry 4.0 in the papers and the internet, I believe you would have the issue, you would have little confusion between three, let's call them three definitions or three namings. That's Industry 4.0, digital transformation, and IoT. So the question here is, what is the difference out of it? So why is it so confusing in the market? So that's my personal definition. That's how I look at it, and I think the majority of the people who are really familiar on the technology stack side would agree is the Industry 4.0, that's the time, so we are in a revolution time, in a fourth industrial revolution time. Really, if someone talks about Industry 4.0, it is the time. That's not the solution, that's not the technology, that's nothing. We are just in a movement currently that the whole industry is trying to digitalize their processes. And then I come directly to the next point, which is digital transformation. And this is actually the digitalization. That's transforming the digitalization of the processes of the company, and something like no paper or production-based paper to no paper. That's something which is a unified company that's moving from disconnected system to an integrated systems, that's making really out of data the information. So from the data, I want to make information. And then I directly can go to the next point, which is IoT. IoT is giving me the possibility to get that data. So two things: I have the data, I need that data, and I want to drive the information out of this data. Driving the information out of this data, making use of it, the value of it is the digital transformation, and the IoT is the technology. That's the big me all the data available, whether from the machines, whether from the human, whether from the applications, whether from car, whatever. It's giving me all that data, and in the digital transformation, I'm making use of it, and the Industry 4.0 is the movement. So that's first, just to clarify those three wordings. Then I would like to go now to the next point, which is basis. What is the basis of Industry 4.0? So if I look at the automation is the basis was for it the electricity. So we had the electricity, we had all these machines, we had all this network, and we were able to build devices to be able to connect or to automate those data. And it's actually similar for the Industry 4.0. For the Industry 4.0, we have the automation. That's the basis for Industry 4. For the automation is the Industry 3.0, and this is the baseline. This is the basis for Industry 4.0. So what did automation? Automation made the data available, and in Industry 4.0, we are making use of that data. Typically, the Industry 4.0 business would look like this. We have 4 or 5 levels. We have the first level where I have all my machines, all my devices, all my sensors, all my, let's say, human connected machines, all instrumentation. And the second level, I have this PLC. I'm the PLC and HMI. The fourth or the third level, which is called level 2, it's the SCADA. Then we have the manufacturing execution systems, and we have on the enterprise level, we have the ERP. I'm gonna deep dive a bit later in those levels, but just to mention here, in the bottom, we are moving on the machine level. Here in the middle, we are talking about the line. And here we're talking about the factory, and in the top we're talking about enterprise. You can imagine I have a machine here with all this instrumentation, then I have a group of machines talking or connected to each other, then I have the factory having a lot of group of machines, and then I have the enterprise level where I do all my planning, financials, costs, and that would be this next slide. Giving a little more insights. On this level, I do automation, I do direct control, I do the interlocking. On this level, I do the data acquisition. I visualize all my data which I get from the shop floor. I do the real-time analysis and monitoring. And on the management level, that's usually plays as MAS, manufacturing execution system. We're doing the production planning, we're doing the capacity planning, and on the top level, we're doing the cost, resource planning, and statistical analysis. Some of the systems in the market, some of the vendors which are offering solutions on those levels, we have SAP, Oracle on this ERP side, Semantic IT, Ops Center, Hydra on the MS side. We have for the SCADA, Semantic IT, WinCC, Factory Studio. We have on the level 1, we have PLC, MC, Semantic HMI. We have WinCC from Siemens. We have the panel view. We have industrial PCs from different vendors. And here we have, of course, all this field instrumentation. We have sensors, I/O actuators here. So my question is, before I go any further, I want to make it a little more iterative. Is it clear what is Industry 3.0? This pyramid, because this is really the basis for the Industry 4.0. If I don't realize that, I cannot move to the Industry 4.0. Is that clear? Or everything? Can anyone give a sign? Or
yes, Mr. Jalil is clear.
Okay, then if this is the case, and I would move to the next slide, which is what is wrong? What do we need for the Industry 4.0? So what is missing? So everything is nice. How I explain it, how I introduce it, everything plays nice. I have human machines, I can control them, I can have some kind of data acquisition, real-time analysis, I can do the planning here, I can do the finance from the enterprise level. So what is wrong? What is missing here? And the answer is a lot. we have the connectivity. So as of today, this pyramid, this Industry 4.0, if I need the data from the field, I need them here in this level. I have to go through all the stacks, all the way to the bottom. So if I need, let me just probably need this. If I need the data here, I have to go to this level, get the data from here, go to this level, get the data from here, and then get it from here, and then get it from here. Only then I can get it here. It's a really long way to get the data. And that's why you see here, I have the data, I can access the data in milliseconds, but here I need days, I think even weeks to get the data here. So if I have to take a decision, if I am a, let's say, manufacturing company in Tunisia or in Morocco, in Germany, in the US, and I want to just decide where do I have to produce this part, where do I have to shift this part. So I have to do a lot of analysis to make sure, do I have to produce in Germany or in China, whatever, what is the best solution, what is the best option for me? To do that, I need a really lot of weeks. Until then, until I've taken the decision, it might be that the status of this factory, the status of this location, which I'm taking into consideration, has completely changed. So what's something which I usually use to visualize what is Industry 4.0 real-time decision is Amazon. So if you order something in Germany in Amazon, the system, there are no human. The system decides where to get your package, how to get your package, and when to get the package. You just order, you get directly from Amazon when you will get this package. And so this is real time. The system behind Amazon is having a look at all their locations, where the parts are located, who is available, who is really driving now, who can get sooner to Mr. Hamari, whatever, and then taking that decision in real time. So you just do your purchase and get right away the answer. You will get your package by then and then. So this is really all about taking the decisions based on real-time data. But if you want to have real-time data, we need connectivity, and the connectivity, it's something which is a really hard in this Industry 4.0. Why? Because, as I said, we have an interface here which is really complicated. We have an interface here which is really complicated. We have an interface here which is really complicated. So they are somehow connected, but not really. So if you want to get the data from here to there, you need an engineer. You need really someone who understands this language, this programming language, and all this stuff to get the data. It's not really easy. And then I'm moving to the next slide, which is the answer on those issues. I didn't mention all of them. I think the time doesn't allow me to mention everything. I will try to focus on the most important things. So here you see the IoT platform and the cloud and the AI. We have vertical integration and we have the horizontal. You want to say something? Okay, so
Malik, please.
So those are some of the answers on those issues. We have the vertical integration, we have the horizontal integration, we have the IoT, we have the cloud. So now the issues, what I said before. Now, if I need the data, if I am a manager, if I am a CEO, I want to decide what to do with my business. Do I have to take that offer from, let's say, Daimler or BMW or not? So can I produce everything or not? Can I commit to my offering? I want to take that decision. I don't have to tell this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy to gather all this data and to do some integration, interface information, but I can just go to my cloud and get the data which have been put in the cloud by the IoT. The IoT platform is connected to all these layers. So the IoT platform is connected to this layer, is connected to this layer, is connected to this layer, connected to this layer, and here as well in some cases. So all these levels, they don't publish information between them. Of course, those they can take information forth and back, but they also publish and put the data in the IoT. So I have the IoT platform, which is managing all this data. And based on that IoT information, those information can be gathered, for instance, in a cloud. And on the cloud, I can put a lot of applications, visualization. You remember before I said IoT is making the data available, and we need the digital transformation to make the information out of the data. So this can be happening here. So I can put a lot of application here on this cloud and do some kind of analysis, or doing the artificial intelligence, big data, machine learning, deep learning, all that on the data which is available now in real time. So if I really want to know something, I have the access to the real time data, and I can build a decision based on real time. So that's something which is really new, and which is a lot of companies now in the context of Industry 4.0 trying to realize. Some they made it already, some still struggling, some are still almost there. And we have the vertical integration and horizontal integration. So what does it mean? It means that the Industry 4.0 is really focused, or let's say was focused mostly on the production. So we were really focusing on having a smart production. But if you don't have a smart product, you cannot do smart production. So whether you have the best production in the world, if the product is bad, you will not bring a lot of money. So it should be also the smart product. And that's why we're talking about this vertical and horizontal integration. We want to make the engineering process really hand in hand integrated in the so-called digital twin and digital thread. I think I have it here somewhere. So digital twin and digital thread. I want to make the data talk to each other. I want to make the data connected to each other, not only on the manufacturing process, on the factory side, but also in the engineering. While designing, while developing my product, I want to make sure that the data connected, and I have a smart processes, and I have a smart product developed prior to the production. So some of this is really in a very rough manner about what is missing, what is needed in the scope of Industry 4.0. Some of the further topics are system engineering to model-based system engineering. What we've been doing in the past is to make sure that the product is working at the end of the day together. We have a lot of paperwork. We have the software, we have the electric, we have the mechanical, and all of them, they are putting their information in a document. And all these documents, some really power engineers are trying to match those information and trying to make the system work. And usually the testing was really physical testing, means I have a lot of domains working on different topics, and then I have a lot of paperwork. I have to make sure that everything fits. A lot of time we forget too much, and then we do the physical tests, and then we can then produce. If you think about the airplane, if you think about a rocket like Elon Musk is doing, we cannot do that. We cannot do like a rocket or airplane doing the testing and losing millions of euros just because just for the testing. So the way how we do it as of today, or a lot of companies are trying, is a model-based system engineering. Everything is put in a model. All the disciplinaries are connected to each other. And if I change something, let's say in the software, the mechanical part or the electrical part get automatically the update or a notification that there is something has to be changed, and everything is connected. So I am designing at the end of the day actually the system and not the product. So I have this system way of thinking and not the product way of thinking. We're moving to centralized to decentralized systems. We want to make the system or the system or the domain make a decision and not really go in all the levels and go in all the complicated processes to have a decision. We're moving from the mechatronical systems like a phone or a brake in the car to cyber physical systems, which is mechatronical systems which are talking to the internet. such as Tesla over the air. Tesla cars, they are getting updates over the air. So there are mechatronical systems having software, electric, and mechanical, and they are also connected to the internet. So are they getting information from outside? We're moving to simulation, to system simulation. We don't simulate now a product, we simulate a system. Moving to passive systems, to self-aware systems. And of course, if we want to realize all that, we need an open architecture. So I don't want to go over all the points because, as I said, the time is tight. My question here is that clear? Because if it's clear, I just will give some examples and I will be done.
Dr. Jalil, just can you give us another example about cyber physical system?
Before that, Mr. Jalil, can we have your presentation? I have a lot of requests. They ask your presentation. It's excellent, really.
Excuse me?
Do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. The question was, I think, whether you can get my presentation.
Yeah, can we share your presentation? Because a lot of requests that said it's an excellent presentation, a lot of information and data, very important. Could we have and share it in our platform for students, for startups?
Yeah, I can do that. Not an issue. I can send you after this the presentation. Yes.
Okay.
So one of the examples would be like cyber physical systems, like your phone. The phone is getting all the time data from the internet. It has mechanical parts. It has software. It has also electrical parts in it. It's one of the issues if I talk about the industry, because the phone is for me like, yes, it's a consumer product, but the real industry is for me like automotive, aerospace and defense and all that. And one of the examples are parts within the car which are getting information from the internet. It means nowadays, if you have a BMW, let's say, or a Daimler, Mercedes car, it can sometimes happen that a technician is calling you and telling you, Mr. Azabi, Mr. Hamari, you have to go to your service because there is something wrong with your let's say with the engine. So the engine has electrical part, software, mechanical, and also getting information from outside over the IoT platform, and over that the service department within BMW recognize that there is something wrong with this part and gives you the warning. That would be an example of cyber physical systems. So there are mechatronical systems adding to them connection to the IoT, to the internet.
Thank you, Dr. Jalil.
Saif, I have one question from my field experience. So, is internet operators are ready for this advancement, and is 5G sufficient for connectivity and data exchange here? I don't know. From the side of internet operators and bandwidth, data bandwidth, and data security, are they integrated here, or are they following this advancement in the advancement of industry 4.0 and smart factory? Or it's independent.
So if I might say a few very short answer to that, I'm not a 5G expert, but I can tell you that with the current
comparing to bandwidth to actual bandwidth.
Yeah, so we have with the current network which we have, we can do that. That's not an issue at all, because we are sending, if we are talking about the MQTT's protocol, we are sending like data in maximum 128 kilobytes, and that's enough for the reason for what we do. But of course, the 5G will give really a lot of other possibilities in the hands of sending a lot of data in a very short time. But as of today, in the industrial area, for those the use cases which we have currently, is the current network is really doing the job. But of course, with the 5G is a big improvement.
Thank you, Mr. Jalal. It's very interesting, and I have other question. Donc, we have a lot of questions, but I will try to be quick. So, if we want to adopt the Industry 4.0, we should have a new material and machines, or we can add a level on the already existed machine.
Yeah, both. They are both possible. So of course, if you have like new machines, if you have new equipment, that's always good. But the industry cannot afford that. That's not possible. So what we do, like for instance, I can give a concrete example. If we have a machine here which is not capable to be connected, we put something called the edge devices. Those edge devices, they are like MQTT, for instance, capable. They can talk the IoT protocol, and we put like on it a client, and this is sending the data to the IoT platform. So this is possible. You don't have to buy the latest and greatest machine to go there.
Thank you for the response. And if we have another question, Professor Reem, Dr. Malek, I have a question from your friend, Dr. Ayman Gatri. He say, what about the Industry 5.0?
That I cannot answer. A complicated question from you, Ayman.
Okay, so we can move to the next slide if you have.
Yeah, I think I almost, my time is over. I will just move, show some very few examples, and I think I will be done. So just to visualize, so the video is not working here. I just go out from the presentation mode. So what we see here, that's really an example. That's an example from in this case from Siemens. If you see here on this side, this is the product. So this is the engineering product, and this is the service product. I have my product as a digital twin within the systems. I can see all my parts, and I have also in parallel to that the same structure, but with the service information. Those service information are coming over the IoT. So I can see from within my platform, within my systems, whatever the customers are using. I can see my digital twin. I can go there in 3D and see all the parts of my machine, and I have in the same time the information from the field. This part let's say is since 2 weeks in the field. This kind of service information, whatever, everything which is important for this part can be sent over the IoT platform, and I can have it within the digital twin. So the digital twin, that the 3D representation of the product, including all the connected information, including the service information, including documentation, including the manufacturing information, everything. On the other side, we have the digital twin of the production. What is the digital twin of the production? That's you can call it as the production facility, including all the information which are produced in the production. We call it as built and as manufactured information. Means I have the same product, but I elaborate the same product with the as built, how the product has been built or how the product has been manufactured. Is that clear?
Yes, for the moment it's clear.
Yeah. So we have just to give you a rough idea. So every company has its own philosophy. How I look at it is, or in general, more or less the standard orientation is we have a digital product, we have digital production, and we have real-time production, we have real product. So we starting with some kind of CAD data, the 3D models, the specifications, the requirement, or what is needed. Then we have the digital production, which is like the plant, my plant, where I have to produce everything, all my machines, all my lines, all my equipment. And we have the real production, all the data which is gathered over an MES system from the production lines, like process traceability, like product traceability, like non-conformances, like interlocking processes. And we have, of course, the real product. Once it is in the field, I also want to get feedback. I want to get the information from that product to make my designs for the next generations better. And over the IoT platform, I can get those information from the field and let them feedback to my engineering design and production to make the next generation of the product much better based on the customer experience. So that would be like an example on the next slide, how one of the companies solved some of the issues. I just want to give two concrete examples how digitalization is helping the customers, because at the end of the day, if I do just digitalization just to be digitalized for the digitalization itself, it doesn't help me. It should bring a value at the end of the day. If it doesn't bring a value, it could be fancy stuff, but I don't need it. So we have here from the business problem with the 30 JCB has 40 to 60 products updates a year involving 200 case variants. Means I have a product and I have a really 200 variants. If you talk about like for instance, BMW or Audi, if you want to buy it now, you can do the configuration online. You can say, I want to have a black seat and I have a large wheel. I can have 21 wheel tires or 19, whatever. So all this configuration, if you add them together in this track, GCB track, it is 200,000 variation. And they have really, you can imagine if they change one thing, and if you don't have digital twin, you will have really lot of time figuring out where the part is built and how it's configured and what's the change, the impact of the change. That's really complicated. You cannot imagine if something has changed within this product, how much time you need to configure out what parts are involved, impacted from that change. That's why this solution here in the context of digitalization Industry 4.0 is the digital twin. Means I have all my products, I have all my product parts connected, integrated. You remember I said before, horizontal and vertical integration. All the data is connected to each other, and I have all the configuration within one digital twin. If I go and I have a configuration coming from customer, he wants this and that and that, I just apply the configuration on that digital twin, and I have my product. Period. I don't have to put 200 configuration products separate. I have one digital twin, and I have configuration rules, and I can do the configuration. I get my product, and if something has to be changed, I can just go to this part, click on it, and I get all the parts which has to be changed as well. You can imagine on your phone, if something goes wrong with your phone, you go to fix it. If he wants to remove a part of the phone, he has to remove the monitor and remove the screws and all that, because he's an expert. He can do that. When you have 2,000 parts, you cannot do that. You don't even know what parts are involved. So that's the system is doing it for you. You just tell in the system, this part is impacted, I have to do something on it, and he's doing all the work for you. He is telling you, please look at this part, please look at this part and change that and this. Is that clear? Is this?
Yes, Dr. Jalil.
So the next and the last example, and I think I will be done with the presentation, is the prototyping. So here is I think I said I talked about this example before. I was getting all the data leveraged together. So this customer, primarily, if you have an Industry 3.0 driven business, You would see this in every single company which is not digitalized. They would have separate systems. They would have, they will have separate systems for the sensors. They will have a separate system for the IoT. Even they would not even have an IoT for the simulation. They would have a separate system for the design. They would have a separate system for the 3D simulation. They would have a separate system. The collaboration, they would have a separate system. That's everything is fine because you need those tools. You need the 1D simulation, you need the design, you need the 3D simulation. Everything is needed. But in any company, if you go today and ask them how you do the collaboration, if you do your 1D simulation, you have also to do your 3D simulation. And everyone who has worked in this industry, he knows this has impact on this. Okay? And this, when I have some kind of result from the simulation, this has impact on this, on the designs. And to be honest, the design had directly impact to the IoT. And you can name it. You will have a lot of connections impact, which you cannot really, as a human and an engineer, manage. So the solution here is in the context of digitalization and Industry 4.0 is the digital thread. So what is the digital thread? Is the connecting all these tools. So I have a platform. If you can just imagine here, I have a platform taking care. I have taking care of the connectivity of the tools. We are not talking about the IoT. We are talking here about the engineering tools. Means I have a CAD tool. I have a, let's say, CIA tool. Sorry, I cannot write correctly here. I have a CAM tool where I do all my manufacturing planning stuff. I have, let's see, system modeling. I have requirements coming from the customer. So as of today, they are all connected like this. And you can imagine what the complexity goes with further tools. It really becomes more and more complex. So what we do in the context of digitalization is we have the digital thread, and this is here, and we get rid all of this connection, and the digital thread is taking care of the connectivity of all this data within those systems. Means if I have a 1D simulation and the 3D simulation, these are connected, and the results in here are taken automatically, the results from 1D simulation. The 3D design is automatically updated, or at least send the notification to the designer to do the modification, and also the sensors at the same time involved. Of course, I have also my IoT information which are involved for the improvement of the design of the product. Is that clear how I explain it? I mean, that's a lot of content, but I try to make it as simple as possible.
It's a little bit complicated, but it's clear.
Okay, a little bit complicated, but let's come back to here because I want just to, I think I am over the time anyway. So if you take today this information, I think that's really good for today. You know, it's a lot of stuff anyway. So the most important thing which I want you to take with you home today is the Industry 3.0. That's based on the automotive or the automation pyramid. This is the baseline. This is the basis for the Industry 4.0. To make it to an Industry 4.0 business, to the digitalized business, we need vertical integration, we need horizontal integration, we need an IoT business, we need the cloud, and of course, you need all this AI, machine learning, deep learning within the company to make processes better. We need real-time data, we need real-time decisions. And if you as a company don't make it to have a real-time decision, you can take my words on this, you will not stay in the market within the next 5 years. And you can actually already see it today with Amazon. All the competition of Amazon, they are like not competition anymore yet. No, because they are just like the Amazon is taking in real time decision, the best decision it can be taken, is taken by Amazon in real time. So that would be my words for today, and I think.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jalal, for this excellent presentation. We have very good feedback on our social network, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and our framework about this presentation. Now we will go to the next masterclass with Mr. Abdel Halim Zaibi. Donc, Afrique, donc Mr. Abdel Halim.
Halim,
Yes.
introduce yourself, please, Halim.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Abdel Halim. I'm 24 years old. Currently, I'm working for the African Youth Parliament as Tunisia's representative. So we work on diplomacy and youth, like to advocate youth in other countries, African countries. And at the same time, I'm serving a lot of NGOs as country director and also as a volunteer. And aside from that, I'm working on my own startup like idea. I'm working to build the startup like in the near future with some of my friends. So that's it. Like, and yeah, I'm business students, and actually like I'm a business management student, and that's all for introduction. Today, like, yeah, today we'll be talking about how to build your career, how to start building your career at an early age. So basically, we'll like answer 3 main questions that I prepared, like the answer for you. The questions will be how and why and what. So these are the main 3 questions that we will be discussing today. So we can start if you guys want.
Yes, you can
sure.
start.
Yes. So the first question that we have to ask ourselves at an early age is, what are our vision? Like, what is the vision you want to build your career based on the vision? I mean, like, do you have like a specific goal? Do you have a specific or maybe a specific like mission you want to do in your life? So in my case, it was like at the age of 14. I had this question, is like, how can I do this and this and this in a short time period? Like, how can I start building a good career at this like early age? So the answer is very simple. I started to expand my knowledge. I started to join many opportunities, maybe abroad and locally. And I tried to manage my time according to that. Like, I tried to manage my time so I can like focus on my studies and at the same time focus on extracurricular activities, which is very, very, very crucial in our nowadays life. I mean, like, nowadays people are asking for skills and not asking for degrees, which is very, very important. So for example, Elon Musk, he believes that now recruiting people is based on skills and not based on degrees, and that's what Google and many like big companies are doing nowadays. So yeah, so I had this like 10 years ago. I was like, okay, how can I do this and how can I reach my goal in just 10 years? So what is my goal at the first place? What is my goal? What is my mission? So I had like these 2 questions, like and I tried to answer them, and I was lucky like to have like good surroundings around me, because like I had a good professor, I had good friends that they believe in my skills, they believed in my potential, and they had like they trusted my vision. So I was like, okay, let's do this, and I move it to the second question, which is like how, from the first question, which is what, to how. So I was like, okay, how to do this. And I tried to figure out my path, like step by step, by accessing like opportunities maybe international and national opportunities. So I tried to develop my soft skills. I tried to work on my background. How to do that? It's like I joined many programs like around the world. I tried to join even like international programs. So for example, I went to Dubai for an international competition with Intel. It was like inventions, like for inventions. It was like the theme is like inventing new things and trying to make a change in this world. So by the age of 15, I started to do that. So I tried to participate as much as I can in international competitions, international programs, and I joined many associations by that time. I remember like working with many like international organizations at an early age, like eTwinning Plus. I don't know, guys, if you know about it or not. It's like international platform for high school students that gives the opportunity to collaborate with other students from other countries and work on international projects and make them like turn into a reality. So at first it was like crucial, it was like difficult to do that, but as I said before, it's all thanks to my surroundings that like pushed me to do better each time. So yeah. So like if we want like to expand our knowledge, we have to ask ourselves how to do that. And if you want to figure that out, we have to just like make sure to deliver the right, maybe the right answers at the right time. So you have to make good decisions. I mean, like I remember like finding a lot of opportunities, a lot of good occasions, so I can go to other countries. But I still remember like choosing the right ones and choosing the right ones that fits my background. Even though I didn't have like I started from scratch. I remember like starting from nothing, like from zero. Like at the age of 15, I was like just a normal like high school student, but I managed to do like to find the right maybe let's say the right formula, so I can pursue my like career since like I was like let's say like a kid. So yeah, so and from that, like from all of these experiences, I tried to learn from each experience, so I can like answer the next question, which is like uh, why, the most important question, which is like the why question. So I had to ask myself, why am I doing this? So why are you like joining all of these opportunities? Why are you like trying to you know that Tunisian people, they don't believe in extracurricular activities. Like 10 years ago, they didn't like even have the access to such opportunities. So they were like, okay, Halim, so why are you wasting your time? Why are you like doing a lot of things? Why don't you like you can like just focus on studies and that's it. Maybe you graduate and find a good job by the age of 23 and you'll be okay. So I was like, no, this is not the right path. This is not the right um, this is not like my passion and not my vision at all. So I had to do like something different. I had to be different. I had to be like maybe think about outside the box. I believed in a code that said um, the code says that if you can dream it, you can achieve it. And I was like, okay, I have to believe in this quote until the day I die. And that's what happened exactly. So since the age of 15 until now, I'm 24. I believe that like 9 years, they were like 9 years of change, 9 years of hard work, and 9 years of building like a career that I'm still like proud of, and I'm still like trying to do more and more. And I hope like all the Tunisian youth can do the same. And that's why I tried. Like I realized that I still have to do more. And and actually I recently I started doing like something to do to help Tunisian youth, which is like providing tips and shooting videos on social media, so I can like share my experience with many people, so I can like tell them that you can like build a career even though you're still like studying, but you can study at the same time, have a good and strong background, so people can like call your name for work, and like maybe someday you can like be your own boss, maybe your own leader, your own example. So yeah, it's all about like believing ourselves and our skills and our potential. And as you know, guys, that nowadays in Tunisia, like we have a lot of negative vibes, and this is like a big problem, and especially when it comes to youth, because like youth, they don't believe that they even have like what it takes to participate or even like join programs abroad. So that's why I'm here. Like I'm trying to send these like messages to all the Tunisian youth that you can do all of your, like you can reach all of your goals just by managing a good schedule, managing your time like efficiently, and delivering the right results at the right time. So these are basically the three main questions that I had to answer during my 10 years of, let's say, my 10 years of development. And the question now is like, maybe you want like to ask me some questions, or
sorry.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah,
Still 1 minute. We have
yeah, sure.
the past time is please.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the last thing is let's leave like let's leave the last minute for questions. If you guys have like some questions, it will be like a Q&A just for questions. So it's up to you.
Thank you, Abd Halim, for this presentation. I feel some positive vibes after hearing you. And if we have a question, Dr. Malek, Professor Reem. Donc, thank you another time, Abd
Yeah,
Halim.
you're so welcome. Thank you for having me, and thank you for like this like amazing effort. And again, like this Startup Gate Africa, I was like organizer of the first edition. It was like 1.5 years ago, and I believe that this is like a great event for people to share experience and share like opinion. So yeah, it's all thanks to you, and thank you for having me once again, and good luck with the rest of the event.
Thank you, Abd Halim. Donc maintenant, nous allons passer à notre dernière masterclass assurée par moi-même, qui est, je vais commencer par partager mon écran. Donc là, c'est bon. Est-ce que vous pouvez voir la présentation?
Yes, safe. Go
on. Bonjour tout le monde. Je me présente. Je suis Mohamed Saifdin Azebi, et CTO du Startup Gate Summit. Je vais vous présenter quelques astuces pour pouvoir réussir votre projet d'application mobile intitulé Success Key for Better User Experience Efficiency. Donc, ma présentation va être en français, et si vous avez des remarques ou des commentaires, n'hésitez pas à me poser vos questions. Donc, je vais essayer d'être clair et rapide. Notre problématique en tant que développeur africain, c'est de pouvoir créer principalement une application mobile, soit pour notre propre compte, si nous avons une idée, soit pour une entreprise étatique ou privée, ou pour une association ou pour une célébrité ou VIP, une application mobile réussite. Donc, comment procéder pour réussir une application mobile. Donc, pour connaître les critères de réussite d'une application mobile, on peut dire qu'il existe 4 principalement. 1, soit gagner de l'argent suite au développement de cette application mobile en la vendant ou en intégrant des publicités ou en intégrant des services payants dans l'application mobile. Quelques entreprises, leur critère de réussite d'une application mobile, c'est la durée d'utilisation par utilisateur d'une application mobile. Donc, ils préfèrent 10 utilisateurs avec une utilisation moyenne de 2 heures ou 3 heures. C'est mieux pour eux que 1000 utilisateurs avec seulement 1 ou 5 minutes. L'autre critère, c'est le nombre de téléchargements de l'application mobile pour être classé le premier dans les Play Store et dans les moteurs de recherche. Et enfin, un critère très important, c'est le feedback et l'avis des utilisateurs. Donc, pour pouvoir atteindre un ou plusieurs de ces critères de réussite, on doit chercher une solution. Mais comment procéder et par où commencer? Car il existe des centaines de solutions. Tout d'abord, c'est quoi une application mobile? Une application en 2020, c'est soit un site web mobile, soit une application téléchargeable depuis les stores, soit une application web progressive qui est la nouvelle tendance. C'est un support envoi d'émargement. Donc, pardon pour ce dérangement, je vais fermer. D'accord? Et une application mobile peut être exécutée sur soit un smartphone, une tablette, un smartband ou un smartwatch. Mais la question la plus importante pour nous en tant que développeurs, c'est quel outil utiliser pour développer une application mobile. Selon le site Solid Labs, la dernière statistique que j'ai utilisée, c'est de ce mois même, il existe plusieurs solutions, voire des centaines. On peut parler de dizaines jusqu'à des centaines de solutions. On peut utiliser pour le Progressive Web Application, on peut utiliser des frameworks HTML5. On peut utiliser des frameworks cross-platform comme Cordova, PhoneGap, Ionic, des solutions natives comme Kotlin, Java, Swift, ainsi de suite. Donc, qu'est-ce que je dois utiliser pour réussir mon application mobile? Donc, le plus important, c'est qu'une application mobile est un site web ou une application téléchargeable ou un PWA, Progressive Web Application, exécuté sur smartphone, tablette, smartband ou smartwatch et développé avec là, en réponse à cette question, je vais passer à ce slide. D'après une étude de Inmobi menée en 2006 sur plus de 1000 développeurs, ils ont posé la question, c'est quoi le plus important pour réussir une application mobile? Et à la surprise de tout le monde, la réponse c'était d'élaborer un plan de marketing digital et d'élaborer une bonne stratégie de user experience. Donc, l'outil de développement n'est pas important. Donc, en Afrique, le système d'exploitation le plus utilisé, c'est Android avec plus de 70% des utilisateurs. Donc, développer une solution pour Android, c'est toucher plus de 70% des Africains. Donc, la solution, c'est proposer un process centré sur l'utilisateur. Le développeur n'est pas l'utilisateur. Lorsqu'il développe son application et il élabore les écrans et le user experience, il ne peut pas connaître si cette application va réussir ou non. Donc, on doit impliquer l'utilisateur de l'application pour réussir notre stratégie user experience. Donc, et en même temps, adopter une stratégie de digital marketing afin de générer une user experience efficace et enfin développer une application mobile réussite qui répond à l'un des 4 critères que je viens de citer. Donc, le process est composé de 4 étapes. La première étape, c'est le choix du canal de diffusion, application mobile, téléchargeable, site web mobile, progressive web application. Après ceci, on va fixer c'est quoi l'objectif de chaque interface, élaborer ou développer un peu une stratégie de digital marketing pour chaque objectif. Enfin, utiliser la fameuse classification de Low-Korbel-Lewski pour améliorer nos interfaces d'application mobile. Et de cette façon, je suis sûr que mes interfaces vont répondre aux attentes des utilisateurs et mon application mobile va répondre à un des critères de réussite cités auparavant. Donc, la première chose, c'est le choix de canal. Soit, lors du développement d'une application mobile, il faut se poser la question, est-ce que je dois développer un site web mobile en HTML5, CSS3, etc., ou carrément une application mobile téléchargeable depuis les Play Store? Donc, pour répondre, là, je n'ai pas cité les applications web progressives car c'est une technologie en voie d'apparition, donc il n'y a pas des feedbacks depuis les entreprises ou des startups qui ont utilisé cette technologie pour pouvoir l'intégrer dans une stratégie de marketing digital. Pour vous aider à choisir le bon support, on doit poser cette question. Est-ce que notre client ou l'utilisateur de notre application l'utilisateur de notre application va être un client nouveau à notre entreprise, ou déjà nous avons ce client et on veut le fidéliser. Donc, est-ce qu'on veut acquérir des nouveaux clients qui ne connaissent pas, ou on veut fidéliser nos clients? Je dis n'importe quoi, pour Aziza Market, lors de son ouverture, elle est allée à la développement d'un site web mobile, bien sûr, et l'utilisation des pages Facebook. En fait, ce n'est pas par manque de compétences. Au début, Aziza veut acquérir des nouveaux clients. Elle n'a pas une base de clients. Donc, elle a utilisé les sites web car ils sont rapidement trouvables via les moteurs de recherche et via les mots-clés. Puis, l'autre exemple, c'est Carrefour et Géant qui ont développé leur application mobile car ils ont déjà une base de clients et ils veulent les fidéliser. Donc, si on veut acquérir de nouveaux clients, on doit choisir un site web. Si on veut fidéliser les clients ou des utilisateurs, on doit choisir une application mobile. Donc, après avoir choisi le support ou le canal de diffusion, on doit fixer un challenge pour la réussite de ce canal. Tout simplement, pour un site web mobile, le challenge, c'est le classement dans les premiers résultats dans les moteurs de recherche, à savoir le plus important, c'est Google. Et le deuxième challenge, c'est le choix d'un bon URL qui peut être mémorisé par les utilisateurs afin de pouvoir le partager d'une façon en utilisant la technique de bouche à oreille. Par contre, pour les applications mobiles, l'unique challenge, c'est le classement dans les stores, Play Store pour Google et App Store pour Apple. Ceci en effectuant des mises à jour régulières. Donc, lorsque je vais publier une application mobile sur un store, je dois penser à une stratégie de mise à jour régulière. Donc, chaque un mois ou chaque 2 mois, j'ajoute une fonctionnalité, je corrige un bug, j'améliore l'interface et en même temps tenir compte des avis des utilisateurs en mettant en place une stratégie de community management. Après avoir choisi notre support, on doit fixer l'objectif relatif à l'interface. Donc, une application mobile, en effet, c'est une succession d'interfaces. C'est la définition utilisée par les développeurs de Google. Une application mobile n'est pas un ensemble de codes sources, n'est pas un ensemble de technologies, c'est plutôt une succession d'interfaces. Pour chaque interface, c'est un projet à part. Donc, chaque interface va répondre à une fonctionnalité pour l'utilisateur. Donc, il faut poser l'objectif relatif à cette interface. Après, on va élaborer la stratégie marketing relative à cet objectif. Donc, comment choisir l'objectif? heureusement qu'il existe des études publiées sur Internet et accessibles par tous. On dit que pour une application mobile, l'objectif des interfaces peut se résumer dans ces 6 points. 1. On peut créer une application mobile pour acquérir des clients. 2. Pour vendre davantage ou pour vendre plus cher un produit ou pour vendre un produit à moindre coût. Le troisième objectif de création d'une application mobile, c'est de pouvoir générer du trafic. Ça s'appelle des applications ou des entreprises pure player. Le quatrième point, le quatrième exemple, c'est fidéliser ses clients. Le cinquième, c'est par rapport à l'image de marque de l'entreprise ou de la célébrité ou de l'association. Enfin, on peut créer une application mobile pour jouer son rôle sociétal. Et là, je vais citer un exemple pour chaque objectif. Donc, si on veut, pour l'exemple de vendre davantage, une boutique sise dans un centre commercial. Je donne par exemple le centre commercial de Tunis City sur l'autoroute route Bizerte. Donc, il a un point de vente physique. Donc, les clients qui se déplacent pour aller à cette boutique sont des clients fixes qui connaissent déjà la boutique. Donc, cette boutique veut gagner d'autres clients autres que sa client. Elle lance une application mobile qui permet de diffuser des promotions en se basant sur la géolocalisation. Si une voiture passe près du centre commercial, une notification sort à l'utilisateur. Monsieur Flen Fouleni, vous avez une réduction de 10% sur l'achat de nos articles si vous utilisez le code promo suivant. Donc, de cette façon, cette boutique va gagner de nouveaux clients à part ceux des clients déjà fixes qui se déplacent et qui connaissent à l'avance l'emplacement de la boutique. Donc, c'est un exemple d'une application mobile qui permet de vendre davantage et ça existe beaucoup en Grande-Bretagne. Il utilise beaucoup cette technique. Le deuxième objectif, c'est vendre plus cher. Et là, c'est l'un des objectifs les plus rares à déclarer, car on utilise des techniques qui violent les droits aux données privées. En fait, si on installe une application mobile sur un smartphone, il est possible d'identifier la marque du smartphone. C'est très facile cette opération et ça ne demande pas d'autorisation depuis l'utilisateur. Aussi, il est possible d'identifier l'adresse du client. Donc, certaines entreprises qui ne le déclarent pas, en se basant sur la marque du smartphone et sur l'adresse du client, peuvent faire des profiling et classification des clients. Donc, ils peuvent analyser la personnalité même du client. Donc, pour certains clients, ils proposent le même produit plus cher. Donc, envoyer des offres plus chères. Car selon les études sur le comportement, certains clients veulent acheter seulement des produits chers. Et pour les autres, on les envoie des offres d'achat faibles. De cette façon, je peux augmenter le profit ou vendre plus cher à une catégorie de clients. Et je vous assure que cette technique est très utilisée par plusieurs. Donc, 2 minutes, il me reste 2 minutes, est très utilisée par plusieurs entreprises. Donc, je vais terminer rapidement. Le troisième objectif, c'est vendre à moindre coût. Je vais prendre un exemple. Carrefour vend le smartphone Nokia 6 au prix de 729 dinars. Le même produit existe sur Jumia avec une réduction de 50 dinars. Donc, c'est quoi la relation entre une application mobile et vendre moindre coût? Donc, si on fait une petite analyse, pour Carrefour, le coût d'un téléphone, c'est 600 dinars. Je dis à titre d'exemple, là, mais c'est à peu près ça. Avec les prix de publicité, les brochures utilisées, les publicités radio, c'est 30 dinars. Avec le coût réservé pour l'espace de vente, le local, l'électricité, la sécurité, ça coûte, c'est à peu près 50 dinars. Donc, le coût pour Carrefour d'un smartphone, c'est 680 dinars. Par contre, pour Jumia, pour le prix de publicité, c'est zéro, car le canal utilisé pour diffuser les publicités, c'est le site web de Jumia et c'est l'application mobile de Jumia. Et pour les coûts des espaces de vente, c'est zéro aussi, car dans un espace virtuel, le coût de vente est zéro. Donc, le coût du même smartphone, pour Carrefour, c'est 680 dinars, mais en utilisant une stratégie de vente, en utilisant les applications mobiles, ça coûte moins à peu près de 10%. Donc, de cette façon, on peut créer des applications mobiles qui nous aident à vendre à moindre coût. Jumia aussi utilise une stratégie au début de création de Jumia en Tunisie. Elle a utilisé une stratégie pour générer du trafic. En fait, au début, Jumia, son objectif principal n'est pas gagner de l'argent en vendant des produits, mais plutôt c'est acquérir des clients. Donc, plus il y a d'utilisateurs de l'application, plus après je peux vendre un espace de vente sur une application mobile. Et là, Jumia, je crois, à partir de 2019, elle a passé à un autre niveau, c'est de vendre des espaces de vente dans son site web. Donc, si je suis un fournisseur, je peux contacter Jumia pour vendre mes produits via leur plateforme. Concernant la gestion de l'image de marque, la création, le renforcement ou la modification de l'image de marque, Ooredoo en 2017 était le premier opérateur téléphonique à créer une application mobile qui s'appelle Ooredoo. Dans ce temps, la Tunisie Télécom n'a pas créé une application mobile. Et même son site web est dépassé par les nouvelles technologies. Donc, le feedback des utilisateurs en utilisant une application mobile, c'est que le fournisseur Ooredoo est plus moderne. Donc, j'adhère à Ooredoo car c'est plus moderne et il peut m'offrir des services de qualité mieux que Tunisie Télécom. Donc, Tunisie Télécom et Orange ont rapidement repris la course en développant leur propre application mobile et en créant des unités rien que pour la gestion de leur application mobile. Pour jouer son rôle sociétal, je peux être une association, un établissement public comme la commune. Donc, je crée une application pour jouer mon rôle sociétal dans la société civile. Donc, enfin, pour chaque objectif, dans chaque objectif, il faut spécifier 3 points. La cible, qui sont mes utilisateurs? Est-ce que ce sont mes clients, ceux du concurrent, les visiteurs de mes points de vente, les internautes ou les mobinotes? Donc, après, ce client, c'est quoi son besoin? Par exemple, si je vais dire que mon client est un enfant, je vais commencer à réfléchir aux polices choisies et à la musique choisie et aux couleurs choisies. Je vais choisir des couleurs un peu gaies, des polices orientées pour enfants, de la musique douce, etc. Si les utilisateurs sont des gens issus du monde professionnel, donc je dois choisir un police et une couleur et un design soigné. Après, c'est quoi le besoin de mon client? Comment il va exprimer son besoin? Donc, est-ce que là, je vais citer les exemples des besoins dans le slide suivant. Enfin, quelle est la situation d'usage de l'application mobile de mon client? Donc, c'est quoi son attente depuis chez lui, dans son canapé, donc il a le temps, ou dans la rue, ou dans le métro, donc il est pressé. Son besoin est-il urgent? Est-il contextualisé avec l'environnement? Est-il fréquent? Enfin, comment va-t-il me chercher ou me trouver? Soit sur Google en utilisant des mots-clés, soit sur App Store. Pour le dernier slide, et c'est le plus important pour moi, donc c'est à retenir, selon Luke Warbelewski, qui est le responsable de User Experience chez Google, c'est le chef de division de la stratégie User Experience chez Google, il a proposé une classification basée sur 4 catégories. Donc, il dit que si la fonctionnalité est en relation avec consulter, rechercher, par exemple, j'ai besoin d'une réponse maintenant et ici. Là, je dois, où est ce restaurant, à quelle heure est la séance de cours, à quelle heure est la séance du cinéma, ainsi de suite. Là, obligatoirement, si je suis arrivé à répondre à cette question, je dois proposer des modalités de recherche rapide dans mon interface. Par exemple, lors du recherche des villes, je peux utiliser la géolocalisation pour classifier la liste des villes selon la distance. La deuxième catégorie, c'est explorer et jouer. Donc là, j'ai du temps, je m'occupe, je m'amuse. Est-ce qu'il y a des nouveautés à propos de mon club? Est-ce qu'il y a des nouveautés à propos de telle ou telle célébrité? Donc, l'enjeu de cette catégorie, c'est d'être ludique, c'est de toujours proposer de poursuites de lecture. Et c'est la stratégie proposée par YouTube. À la fin de chaque vidéo, YouTube propose à droite et à gauche des poursuites de lecture en se basant sur l'historique de l'utilisateur. La troisième catégorie, c'est vérifier ou checker. Donc, un contenu est continuellement actualisé et je veux être toujours tenu au courant des changements. Exemple, Roger Federer est-il en train de gagner son match? Là, on pense automatiquement à utiliser des alertes, à montrer le contenu chaud tout de suite. Ceci en utilisant les techniques de push notification. Enfin, éditer et créer. Donc, je dois faire quelque chose qui ne peut pas attendre. Donc, par exemple, j'ai oublié de réserver ma place. Automatiquement, il faut penser à faciliter la saisie et à faciliter le choix via les possibilités offertes par les formulaires. Et là, je veux citer que les différents constructeurs de langage de programmation tels que Google, Apple, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, toujours ils essaient de proposer des fonctionnalités qui permettent de faciliter la saisie et les choix dans les formulaires. Voilà, Dr Malek, j'ai terminé ma présentation. Si vous avez de questions.
Merci beaucoup, Saïf. Thank you so much. So time is off. Le temps est fini. So merci à tout le monde pour nous avoir suivis durant ce sommet. Thank you. Thank you so much for your confidence. Just two information before finishing and clôturer ce sommet. So until now, we have our statistic on Facebook. We have reached 35,000 persons, and our webinars was watched by around 10,000 persons. Thank you for your confidence. Thank you for following us, and we will try to improve our performance and to do better, inshallah, in next editions. Thank you, Professor Reem. You are amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, Saif, for the huge work and for helping us.
Thank you, thank you, Malek. Merci.
Thank you, my dear. So see you in the next edition. Thank you, Eve Startup. He was amazing. Thank you for all the team, Monet, Amin, I don't know, all the team. Thank you so much. It's it's 100 Tunisian startup, and they have done great work. Thank you so much, guys, and bye bye. See you in the next edition, inshallah.
Bye bye, Malik. Bye bye, Reem.
À bientôt. Au revoir.
Au revoir.